Broadcasting live from Houston, Texas, and around the world. TV host, best-selling author, and radio personality Brad Gilmore brings you a collection of conversations with stars from movies.
Matthew McConaughey.
Brad Gilmore.
Mark Wahlberg.
Hey, how are you?
The one and only Sydney Sweeney joins us. Sydney, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Tom Hanks and Robin Wright in my favorite movie of the year. Guys, thanks so much for joining the show.
Oh, thank you.
Well, thank you.
Jessica Alba and Lizzie Mathis. Ladies, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
Kevin Costner joins us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Television.
Jimmy Fallon joins us this morning. Jimmy, how you doing, my friend?
Good morning. Thank you so much, Brad, for having me. I appreciate this, bud.
One of my all-time favorites, Vince Vaughn, joins us right now. Vince, thanks, man.
Oh, great to be with you, Brad, and great to be talking to Houston. Good morning to you.
We got Owen Wilson. We got Judy Greer. Thanks for joining the show, guys.
Thank you.
Jay Leno joins us. Jay, how you doing?
Hey, Brad, what's going on?
We got Anna Sawai joining the show. Anna, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you, Brad.
Music.
Lola Monroe.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
The legendary frontman of AC/DC, Brian Johnson, joins us right now. Brian, how you doing?
Good morning, Brad. What looking to talk to me funny, lad.
Megan Trainor.
Thank you so much, Brad. You're awesome.
Paris Hilton, the infinite icon herself, is on the show. Paris, love the film.
Thank you. I'm so proud of it.
And more. This is The Collection. Now your host, The Boat.
Brad Gilmore!
Yeah, Brad Gilmore, the ESPN and the CW. BenDavid, thank you so much, man, for taking the time. Congratulations on the film.
Thanks, man.
Hey, look, I got to start with, I don't know if this has already been brought up to you. I'm sure that it has. But, like, my favorite film of all time is Back to the Future. Like, so much so I wrote a book about it that came out last year. So every time there's a time travel element to a story, it's present on my mind. And I wanted to ask you, when you sit to pen a screenplay with a time travel element, how much do you have to think about the rules of the space-time continuum and how you're going to tell them in the story?
I mean, one of the big guiding principles of this movie for me was I wanted to make a time travel movie filled with a bunch of lovable idiots who are not scientists, and there's really no one around to function in that way. Because I think that is what helps you get out of the way of it. Because the time machine to me exists in this movie. Like Back to the Future, the time machine is an excuse to see what were my parents like when I was 16.
Right.
The time machine in this movie is an excuse to be, what if I realized I sucked and I wanted to fix it? And I also know that myself is so stubborn that it's going to be really fucking difficult. Like, the function of time travel in a movie, I think most of the time is you're using it as an excuse to create a character dynamic you couldn't otherwise. And Back to the Future, I think, is the best screenplay ever written. But the value of it is just when you're a teenager and your parents are like mad at you and you can never imagine that they were your age. That's the genius. That movie is just 99% of it to me is, do I have anything in common with my dad when he was 16?
Right. Yeah. No, absolutely.
My dad's a nerd. And for me, it's like, I love time travel movies, but it's you just use the time machine as an excuse to do an emotional character dynamic. Like that's where these things are kind of similar to me.
No, and I see that in the film. And to me, what I also loved about the movie, and I was trying to figure out how difficult what the difficulty level was, is when you have Vince playing two versions of himself within the same scene, and it's a comedy. Comedy's so much about timing. So figuring out the rhythm of the scenes when Vince is in there twice, his character, was that a difficult thing to juggle with, or was it pretty simple?
No, it was the most difficult shit in the entire world. That's absolutely worth doing. And it's one of those things where it's difficult because you want it to feel like it's not difficult. Like when you watch the movie, it should feel really easy. And scenes with two Vinces should feel like they have the same tone and energy as scenes with just other actors. But it's just like an added headache. And then you're also trying to create an environment where it's not impeding the actors too much. So the challenge of doing something super difficult that also should seem effortless is like a weird part of the job. But I basically, my rule of the movie was always just thinking about what is the best version of a scene, not what's the easiest version of a scene. And even if it made my life more difficult, it's like if there's more entertainment value in this thing, I'm just gonna have to figure it out. As opposed to, you could handicap yourself by just thinking, because the weird thing about being a writer and director is there's a responsibility factor where you're writing and you're planning on executing it. So both parts of your brain are working. It's like logistics and creative, and you have to find some balance of being responsible and making sure something can be done, but also not being too responsible, because it's like you could think, I don't know, it'd be so, we could really save our lives if I didn't do this thing. It's like, yeah, but the movie's not as good. So you just get into this trap where I think it'd be easy if you didn't care. Like if you were just like, whatever. But I'm not like that. I'm unfortunately like every part of it to me is like important. It's like action, so fun to do. It's really difficult, but in a fun way. 2 actors shooting at once sucks, but worth it.
Worth it. And you know what? You executed it well. That's all the time I got with you. But I want to say the stylistic choice of this movie are great. The narrative of the movie is great. I also think it's Isa Gonzalez. It's one of the best uses of her talents in a film. She's so funny in the film. So, again, BenDavid, man, congratulations on it. I really appreciate your time, brother.
Thank you so much.
Have a good one, man.